Cauliflower has never tasted this good. Hi, my name is Christina. I'm with eatingonadime.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make the best air fryer cauliflower. You can find today's recipe 3 different ways. First, I have it linked in the description below. You can also go to eatingonadime.com and search air fryer cauliflower, and it will pull right up. And then last but not least, you can just Google Eating on a Dime air fryer cauliflower, and it'll take you directly to this recipe. After I show you how to make cauliflower this way, you're never going to want to make it a different way at home, I promise. Make sure you wait till the end of this video for some great tips on how to make this cauliflower ahead of time and eat on it all week. For this recipe, I'm going to use a whole head of cauliflower, and you want to cut it into the florets, the small pieces. Now, when I cut this for this recipe, I go ahead and cut it in bite-sized pieces so that it's very easy to eat once it's cooked through. So we're just going to cut these off. So when they come off in these large pieces, go ahead and cut them down to the size that you like and throw them in a large mixing bowl, because we're going to completely coat them with the seasoning. That makes them taste so much better. So on the bigger pieces, cut it down into bite-sized pieces and then before adding it to the mixing bowl. Perfect. Once you dice up your cauliflower, add it to a large mixing bowl. We're going to add in all of our oils and seasonings and toss it to get it well coated. First, you want to start with 2 tablespoons olive oil. And then we are going to add in a half of lemon juiced. I am using this juicer today. It works great. You get so much more juice out of the lemon. I will include the link to our Amazon storefront that includes this. It is a game changer. If you use a lot of lemons and limes in the kitchen, you definitely need to invest in one of these. Worth it, worth it, worth it. Now it's time to add the seasoning. We're going to start out with a half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. This adds a great flavor. If you can't find smoked, you can just use regular paprika. That would be great as well. Add that right to the bowl. A half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then a half a teaspoon of salt. And just a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Once all the seasonings are added, go ahead and get like a sturdy wood spoon or plastic spoon and toss it to get the oil and the seasonings coated on that air fryer. Even the puppies are excited about this cauliflower, guys. So the cauliflower is all coated and ready to air fry. But first, let's talk about air fryers. I have included a link in the description to all of my favorite air fryers. There are 2 types that we love. One is what I like to call like a basket type air fryer, and then the other one is more like an oven type air fryer. Either one will work for this recipe. Today, I am using the basket type, so it looks more like a basket. If you use your oven one, I would put this cauliflower on a baking sheet or a baking pan so that it doesn't fall through the cracks. Regardless of the air fryer that you choose, make sure that you preheat it. We're going to preheat this at 390 degrees Fahrenheit. If your air fryer does not have a preheat option, like this one doesn't have a preheat option, just run it for 5 minutes at 390 degrees Fahrenheit and it'll get it nice and warm and ready to cook this cauliflower in. I forgot what I was making there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just get this going. All right, we are going to let that run, and then after 5 minutes, we're ready to cook. Okay, once it's preheated and ready to go, add your cauliflower. So since we coated it with olive oil, you don't need to spray the basket with any olive oil spray or anything like that. But you do just want to put it in a single layer to make sure that it gets nice and crispy on all sides of the cauliflower. So depending on the size of your air fryer, you may need to cook the cauliflower in batches. So today I'm going to do 2 batches. Okay, so we have a single layer You want to cook it at 390 degrees Fahrenheit, and you want to cook it for 10 to 15 minutes until it's nice and crispy and golden brown around the edges. I do recommend that every 4 to 5 minutes, you just kind of take it out and shake the basket to kind of get the cauliflower moving around to make sure that it gets evenly cooked on all sides of the cauliflower. So it's been running for about 17 minutes now. I shook it every 3. Now I like mine really crispy. I think it adds a lot of flavor, but you definitely do not have to cook it that long if you do not want it that crispy. Try it a couple of different ways and see what you prefer. Go ahead and remove it from the air fryer, and it just needs to cool a little bit, and then it's ready to serve. Now this has a lot of flavor. I just enjoy it as is. I don't think it needs anything extra. You could add a little extra salt and pepper if you prefer, but it is so flavorful. You don't need to add anything. It smells like cauliflower. All right, go ahead and take it out immediately. It just needs to set to cool down for a bit, and then you're ready to serve and enjoy. Now I like to eat it just as is because it has so much flavor with the seasoning mixture. I don't think that it needs anything at all. You can serve it with a dipping sauce if you prefer, but I'm telling you, it's great just as it is. Maybe a little extra salt and pepper on top, and it's perfect. This is the perfect side dish. You can easily serve this, with any of your favorite proteins. I love it with chicken, with fish, and even with steak. If you're following like a lower carb diet, this is a great substitution instead of a starch. So you can make this instead of potatoes or pasta or rice, and it's awesome. And you can put your favorite seasoning on it and make it your own. I love making this recipe when I'm grilling chicken. It is so good. I let my husband take care of the chicken outside, and I take care of the veggies inside. It is awesome. Now let's talk about reheating. My favorite thing to do is cook a big batch of this on the weekend so I can have it for an easy side all week long. And the trick to reheating air fryer veggies is you want to put it back in your air fryer and cook it for just 1 to 2 minutes. It's going to heat it through, and it makes it crispy again, so you don't have mushy leftovers. It's crispy, delicious, and packed with flavor. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you try this easy recipe and enjoy cauliflower again. Long gone are the days of bland, yucky cauliflower. This is the only way to make it, in my opinion. Thank you so much for joining me today in my sister's kitchen, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends. I cannot wait to try this.